Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. We may now be seated. Good morning and welcome to the launching of the Cebuana Lhuillier's Kanegosyo Center. To begin our program, may we please call on Mr. Andre Lhuillier, Senior Executive Vice President of Cebuana Lhuillier, to give his opening remarks.
His Excellency, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., Department of Interior and Local Government, Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr., Presidential Advisor on Investment and Economic Affairs, Secretary Frederick Go, Secretary Chaloy Velicaria Garfil, PCO, Presidential Advisor on Creative Communications, Mr. Paul Soriano. Our guests from different local government units. Media guests. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all. Today is a momentous occasion as we proudly launch the Kanegosyo Center powered by Cebuana Lhuillier. We are delighted that you're all here today as we put the spotlight on micro, small, and medium enterprises. I am sure everyone in this room has, one way or another, been in contact with an MSME. A sari-sari store owner would always make it a point to smile at every customer. An online shop that puts up such creative videos that we just watch it and hopefully will buy something. Or the manang, who runs a restaurant that's not so near, but everybody will drive just to get a taste. Or the mobile cafe, or the ice cream man, who started the business with just a few thousand pesos, but they make sure your coffee or your ice cream is just the way you want it. In relation to these examples, you might have thought of a specific face or a place of an MSME in your respective communities where folks from different walks of life, each with a story to tell, a motivation to succeed, and a big dream to achieve. We recognize their valuable contributions in economic growth and job creations. Their products and services exemplify the Filipino spirit, the ingenuity, and our resourcefulness. We do everything with a smile. Today, I'd like to reiterate our commitment to continuously innovate and provide opportunities and possibilities for Filipinos and MSMEs in particular. As the Philippines' leading and largest microfinancial service provider, Cebuana Lhuillier has always championed financial inclusion. We know we are in a great position to empower MSMEs, to fuel their passion, and help them actualize their dreams. Knowing all of these, we've come up with more solutions and services that can cater to this sector. The Kanegosyo Center, powered by Cebuana Lhuillier, aims to support aspiring and current MSMEs in their journey to make their business easier and more accessible. We at Cebuana Lhuillier are proud to take on this role. We believe in the potential and in the dream of the Filipino. And we hope today inspires us all to extend support to Filipino MSMEs in any way we can. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lhuillier. And now, may we call on Mr. John Henry Lhuillier, President and CEO of Cebuana Lhuillier, to give an overview of the Kanegosyo Center.
To His Excellency President Ferdinand R, Jr., to the Department of Interior Local Government Secretary Benjamin Abalos, Presidential Advisor on Investment and Economic Affairs Cedric Federico, Secretary Chaloy Carafil, PSO, Communications Mr. Paul Soriano, Congressmen, Congresswomen, Mayors, Vice Mayors, Governors, DTI, TESDA, CDA, partners from the private sector, and our friends from the media, good morning to all of you. It brings me great pleasure and excitement to welcome all of you here today. Almost a year ago to this day, President Marcos Jr. was officially proclaimed as 17th President of the Philippines. In one of our discussions, he expressed a mission of urgency, a part of his plan for economic recovery and development. When President Marcos asked me to look into the MSME sector, I thought it was a great idea. But then I realized it was a lot of work. But then I was really glad to get to meet all of the great mayors we have around the country. And in line with the new travel slogan in the Philippines, love the Philippines, I got lucky to have firsthand experience of that. Our president wanted to reach out and assist our very backbone of the Philippine economy, the micro, small, and medium enterprises. He was bent on making sure that all MSMEs are supported and not ignored, especially on the road to recovery from the pandemic. And we from the private sector are one with the government empowering the Filipino MSMEs. With Cebuana Lhuillier's goal of fulfilling financial inclusion, our track record and nationwide network, I knew that we had a pivotal role to play in this mission. The task was not an easy feat, but with the excellent team and partners who share the same vision, we made it happen, hand in hand with the national and local government units. Today, and the days to come are a testament of the strength of collaboration between the public and private sector. On behalf of Cebuana Lhuillier, I express my deepest gratitude. Maraming salamat to each and every one of you for joining hands with us to make this happen. Mr. President, I am proud to present to you an open ecosystem of products, services, and practical coaching focused on empowering the Filipino dream. The Kanegosyo Center, powered by Cebuana Lhuillier, a partner for every Filipino who aspires to expand his or her business. Salamat.
From a small pawn shop in Pasay City, Cebuana Lhuillier has evolved to be one of the Philippines' largest microfinancial service providers. Cebuana Lhuillier has served close to 1 million MSMEs. This makes Cebuana Lhuillier a true champion of MSMEs. At the same time, laws and initiatives for MSMEs have been in place since the early 2000s, providing resources for entrepreneurs, especially on the micro scale. In the 2022 MSME Summit, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. pushed for the revitalization of MSMEs as one of the administration's top priorities. However, there are still barriers that hinder MSMEs from starting and growing their businesses. Saan ako magsisimula? Ano ang kailangan ko? Anong uunahin ko? Sinong kakausapin ko? Cebuana Lhuillier supports President Marcos's government efforts by now providing a solution to all these challenges. Negosyo made simple with the Kanegosyo Center. The Kanegosyo Center is a one-stop shop for Filipino MSMEs and aspiring business owners alike, with 3 key features. The Kanegosyo Coach provides guidance through workbooks and videos discussing topics. The videos feature industry expert and well-known business coaches.
I'm glad that Cebuana has joined the fold to really help our micro and small entrepreneurs. The more Kanegosyo centers we have, the better it is.
To address the challenges that come with paperwork, the Kanegosyo Assist guides MSMEs and new business owners on the what's, why's, and how's of permits and forms, whether for registrations, for permits, for your employees' needs, and even LGU assistance for different cities. Through the Kanegosyo bundles, entrepreneurs can gain access to loans and insurance portfolios through the Simula and Paglago bundles. They can also manage a savings account to help them start or expand their businesses. Our partnership with ATRAM enables our clients to start their investment journey for as low as 500 pesos. And with NStack, we empower MSME owners to start selling and fulfill orders in 3 easy steps. The Kanegosyo Center is an open architecture designed to ensure strategic partnerships will be made to provide the Filipino MSME a one-stop tech brick shop for their growing needs. You can access all these through the Kanegosyo Center website, anywhere, anytime. The Kanegosyo Center website is also accessible through kiosks in 22 local government unit offices and in selected Cebuana Lhuillier branches nationwide. Through the Kanegosyo Center, we create solutions for more aspiring entrepreneurs and MSME owners.
Napakadaling gamitin at panoorin yung mga video. Marami akong natutunan.
Ang laking tulong ang nabigay ng Kanegosyo Assist sa pagrehistro sa BIR, DTI at lalo na sa Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise.
Buti na lang, nabalitaan ko tong Kanegosyo Center, ang Kanegosyo Bundles. Nakapag-loan ako ng pondo, meron ako insurance, at nagbukas na rin ako ng savings account.
We are delighted and proud to provide yet another accessible platform for our kababayans. This time, to help and support micro, small, and medium enterprises so that every aspiring Filipino business owner can now own a business.
Within its 2-week pilot, the Kanegosyo Center has garnered over 100,000 members. More than 20,000 have consumed our coaching video modules, served micro-biz loans and micro-insurance solutions to business owners in 79 provinces, and over millions of pesos of loans have been disbursed. As we go full speed ahead, we expect to impact more aspiring entrepreneurs, from hundreds to thousands, and soon to millions and millions of Filipinos to be served by Kanegosyo Center.
At this juncture, may we call on Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. of the Department of Interior and Local Government to introduce our guest of honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our Interior and Local Government Secretary, Secretary Ben-Hur Abuls. Please take your seat. The other members of the Cabinet who are here present, and of course, Jean-Henri Lhuillier, the President and CEO of the PJ Lhuillier Group of Companies, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, and of course our partners in the private sector, other distinguished guests, good morning. Well, this is turning out to be a truly productive and exciting day as we witness the launch of yet another promising endeavor to support our drive to uplift the economy. Let me congratulate, of course, the PJ Lhuillier Group of Companies and its flagship brand, Cebuana Lhuillier, as you launched the much anticipated by everyone, myself included, much anticipated Kanegosyo Center. I think it serves as a bit of a background as to how all of this occurred. The truth of the matter is, this discussion started between the ambassador to our ambassador to Spain, Ambassador Philip Lhuillier, when I was in Spain in 2020, where I managed to contract COVID also. But nonetheless, when I was with him, we were talking about this, and we were talking about how we can help small, because of his exposure and his great experience when it came to dealing with small businesses and how to assist them. And it was a remarkable conversation. It went on over a few days. And at some point, he said, my son is actually working on precisely that. And so, but as I said, COVID set in, so na-postpone lahat ng aming usapan for about 10 years, 2 years. But we were able to finally meet each other during the campaign. It was already during the campaign. And Jean-Henri was saying that he had plans precisely in that in the area that we were talking about with the ambassador. And so if you look at it, it was really, in terms of the involvement of the government, it was this has been 3 years in the making. And I keep, I've been nagging, actually, Jean-Henri, and say, asana? Where's our project? How do we get started? And like a good businessman, he made sure that things were in place, and that there were pilots of the different parts of the plan. And now we have he has put together this Kanegosyo and has put together a concept and a principle, simple actually, but it requires a good deal of organization. It requires a good deal of knowledge of what this market is and how we can do best to our MSMEs. We have now extended the definition. MSMEs is micro, small, and medium-term enterprises. We have begun to include what we call nano enterprises, which are so small that they do not actually fall into any category of economic activity, because they're way below the radar. And so these are the people that we are trying to help. And what we are trying to do here is first having recognized that the economies of the world, the economies of different countries, and the global economy has been fundamentally changed by the pandemic. And that is why we have to do different things now. And that's why we were trying. The basic concept behind this is that we are trying to create an ecosystem for startups. And that is really what we are trying to do. We are trying to help small businesses who have a good idea. They want to put up I don't know, garahe para magmemekaniko sila. Meron dyan, magbubukas ng beauty parlor na maliit lang, dalawa lang, tatlong ano lang. Ang kliyente at the time, meron dyan, gagawa ng pagkain, magbe-baking, gagawa ng mamon, gagawa ng ano. Ito naman maliliit lang. Ngunit, kung hindi nila naunawaan kung ano ba ang kailangan gawin. Halimbawa, what would an ordinary housewife know on how to deal with a bank? How will the ordinary housewife know on how to account, how to keep books? That's why meron dito, kanegosyo coach, tinuturuan nila. And that's something that we've experienced before. And the good basis that we have here in the Philippines is kakaunti lang talaga ang tamad na Pilipino. Karamihan ng Pilipino gusto magtrabaho. Kahit na binibigyan natin ng IX, kahit binibigyan natin ng tupad, kahit binibigyan natin ng ayuda, at some point, ang Pinoy sasabihin, okay, maraming salamat, nakatulong yan, pero gusto kong magtrabaho. Hindi ko gusto yung basta nag-aantay lang ako ng handout. Wala sa ugali ng Pilipino yon. And that's what we build on. And this is what Kanegosyo and all the other programs that are hoping to assist our small businesses. That is what we are trying to achieve. And we need this. Actually, the idea began a few years back, a couple of decades back. It's the Indian model of microfinancing, where they brought the idea of something like 5,000 pesos na pwede microfinance. The reason banks don't do microfinancing is because the work that is involved in giving a 10,000 peso loan is the same as the work that is involved in giving a 1 billion peso loan. So, let's go with the big bucks, di ba? Matrabaho talaga. Matrabaho talaga. That is why it is not something that is done just purely out of business instinct. It's not something that is done that para kumita lang. This is something that is done para tumulong. And that, I think, is the difference in what we see with these programs that are helping the MSMEs. That's why we can do nothing but applaud and continue to support all of the efforts, such as Kanegosyo, all the efforts of our entrepreneurs teaching our upcoming entrepreneurs on how to do business. It's the only way that we can do. It is, I am sure you have heard the statistics ad infinitum. 99% of our businesses are MSMEs. 63% of our working force are employed by MSMEs. So there is no way that if we are trying to help the economy, if we are trying to transform the economy, that we do not attend to that enormous slice of our economy. Hindi lang yung malalaking korporasyon. Marami silang maitutulong. Ngunit ang gobyerno ay kailangan pumasok at tumulong and to encourage such programs as Kanegosyo. And I was actually quite happy to see Joey Concepcion as one of your endorsers, which indicates that despite the fact that he has been doing and will continue to do the same thing, more or less, in a different way, of course, you have your own ways own techniques, that you see each other not as competitors, but as partners. And that is the heart of what we are doing here. And that we are trying to work together. We spoke a lot, isinisigaw natin nung kampanya na kailangan magkaisa. Yan ang aking tinutukoy. Yung mga ganyang klaseng programa na ay nagtutulungan imbis na naglalabanan. Dahil ang makikinabang talaga dyan ay ang taong bayan, yung mga maliliit na matutulungan natin. So, magpapasalamat kami sa lahat ng mga na-involved para mabuo itong kanegosyo. Of course, powered by Cebuana Lhuillier. But we will, John Henry assures me that we will have many other partners in this. And that's part of the PPP concept that we have tried to encourage in government. So this is a program that brings many, many elements together. And I am sure that if we continue to be committed, to work hard, and to be sensitive to the needs of the people, magiging successful naman siguro ang ating mga ginagawa sa pagtulong and to create that ecosystem for the small businesses to be able to thrive and hopefully turn small businesses into larger businesses as they go down the road. So congratulations once again to the Kanegosyo program. Congratulations to Sean Henry. I know that we still have a lot of work ahead of us, but nonetheless, you can be assured that we are working together very closely down the same direction, you in the private sector and us in the government, helping one another so that we can transform this economy so as to be able to be competitive worldwide and find ourselves as a investment destination, as a thriving economy with a stable situation in our country. That is the dream, that is the aspiration. I sincerely believe that with programs like this, with all of us working together, we can achieve that. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. May we please invite on stage the Cabinet Secretaries. May we request Mr. Anton Lopez and the first set of local government officials to please prepare for the photo. Thank you very much. May we invite now on stage Mr. Anton Lopez and the local government officials. May we request the Cebuana Lhuillier Management Committee to please prepare for their photo opportunity. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we now invite on stage the Cebuana Lhuillier Management Committee for a photo opportunity. May we now request the members of the Lhuillier family to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we now finally invite on stage the members of the Lhuillier family. Thank you very much. Please exit to your right. And with that, thank you very much, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.